Alright, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lian Duan, and I'm a content creator based here in Maryland. My goal with the channel is to be a resource to DevOps curious out, tutorials behind the screen content, and honest podcasts. So, if you are into that sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to join the creative group. It goes a long way towards supporting this channel, and it makes sure you never miss out. All videos related to Markdown and Access YAML files are on my GitLab. The links are below. I started videos of GitLab CI/CD crash course. The crash course goal is run CI/CD pipeline to build React UI microservice Docker image and Spring Boot microservice Docker image, and deploy the Docker images to multiple cloud environments. So far we learned the GitLab CI pipeline concept and a demo using the CI pipeline to build a Docker image. And then we worked on using GitLab CI/CD variables in pipeline to push Docker images. We went too deep into a job state of pipeline. Next, I run hands-on demo to create a free GitLab runner in Oracle Cloud. Today we are going to use cache to speed up job execution in GitLab. After you finish the video and exercise, you can read below goals. Understand GitLab runner cache concept. Use cache in job of pipeline. Video topic is prerequisite. What is GitLab cache in pipeline? GitLab cache policies and types. GitLab cache scopes. How to use GitLab cache in pipeline. Where is GitLab cache stored? How to clean up GitLab runner cache. Hands-on demo. First topic, prerequisite. If you watched previous videos, feel free to jump into next topic. For your exercise, you have to register a GitLab account with free plan, and the account has credit card or debit card information. Why does GitLab need our credit card or debit card information? Because GitLab wants to avoid crypto miners who abuse free CI minutes to make money, and then you will have 400 free minutes of CI/CD runtime per month. Open the link to check resource usage quotas. Exercising is a Docker React UI project in GitLab. If you have a Docker React UI project in GitLab, you can use your project, or clone my React UI microservice project from GitLab and push it to GitLab as your project. To clone my project, use the highlighted command, and switch to the feature one file use cache to speed up job execution in GitLab. Next request item is a GitLab specific runner in Oracle Cloud. If you do not have it yet, the video has all detail. Next topic, what is GitLab cache in pipeline? A cache is used to store code dependencies like npm packages, which GitLab runner download from internet. This is a GitLab runner start log. The log shows a job start flow. A job check any cache available when the job starts. If the cache key of the job doesn't change, the job restore the cache and use it. You see the restoring cache process. In my demo pipeline, job install UI build cache is used to create and update the cache, and the UI build job will use the cache. And then, what are GitLab cache policies and types? First, cache policies. Default policies push and pull. The jobs put the cache at the beginning and push it at the end of the job execution. The job install UI build cache uses the default policy. Pull policy. The job pushes the cache at the beginning, but do not push the changes again. Pull policy is on UI build job. Push policy. The job do not pull the cache before the job execution. However, they do push it at the end. Second, cache has two types, dispute and local. Dispute cache can cache file in jobs on same runner or different runner. For example, config as AWS3 as a dispute cache. Local cache is only able to cache file in jobs on same runner. I will show how to configure it in my hands-on demo. I show the runner start log again. This is a runner start log. The runner start log shows the runner doesn't find a shared cache, so to use local cache. There's a message, no URL provided. Cache will not be downloaded from shared cache server. Start use local cache. And then we move to the GitLab cache scopes. GitLab cache scope means when the cache key is changed. If the cache key is changed, the cache will not be used. Project scope means same cache key uses all branches. Branch scope. Each branch has a different cache key. When the dev work on the feature branch, we use the branch scope. Build scope. Cache key will change each pipeline runtime. Build scope only helps when the retry jobs run. Next topic, how to use GitLab cache in pipeline. Adding cache configuration into jobs is my demo goal. First, create and upgrade a cache on job. Install UI build cache. Second, use the cache on the job UI build. Let's go to the pipeline file to see the detail. In job, install UI build cache. In cache section, untracked equal to true means do not track the folder with a git. The cache key is binaries cache and the environment parameter CI commit ref slack. The key changed on each branch. Cache folder path is node underline modules. Cache policy is default policy, pull and push. Tags control use the runner, which has a tag Oracle Cloud Free Runner in the job. Next job is UI build. In cache section, untrack equal to true. Cache key should be same as above job. Binaries, cache, and environment parameter CI, commit, ref, flag. Cache path need to say node underline modules. Cache policy is pull because the job only uses a cache and do not upgrade the cache. I will create subredos for the artifacts. Since we use the local cache, the runner needs to be the same, so the tag values is the same. Oracle Cloud Free Runner. And then, where is the GitLab cache stored? The local cache is stored GitLab runner user home directory. This is a store pattern. The sudo ls command plus runner path is able to list all cache files in the runner. The cache file name is cache.zip. After we know the cache location, how to clean up the GitLab runner cache? Let me open my browser. Log into the GitLab. Select Project, React UI App. Go to CI/CD menu. Select Pipelines. There is a Clean Runner Cache button. Click the button can clean up all current cache in the pipeline. After click the button, the current cache will mark unused. And when the pipeline runs next time, the new cache will create it. Close the browser. But the old cache is still on the hard disk in the runner. You have to clean up by yourself. You see the GitLab-1-no protected. This is the old cache folder. GitLab-2-none protected. This is a current cache in the runner. Latest topic, hands-on demo. I'll run the pipeline of job 2 times, and we are able to see how cache can speed up the job execution time. The cache configuration in the above topic. If you have any question, please put a comment below. Open my project, React App UI. Change the file content. Commit the file to trigger the build. There's a conflict, let me fix it. Back to the GitLab page. Click the running button, see the detail. Job is running. All jobs are completed. Let me trigger the second time to run the pipeline. Back to the GitLab page, go to the pipelines. Second time start running, click running button. Install UI build cache job is done. Let's go to the jobs menu to compare the 2 times runtime. First job is running take 7 minutes. The same job running only take 1 minute. We see the big difference. The evidence shows us using cache can reduce job execution time. All topics are completed. Today we learned use cache to speed up job execution in GitLab. Thank you and see you in the next video.